Good morning, bonjour, buongiorno, and welcome to my very personal nuclear teaching of Thursday, July 27, 2023. As always, independent, knowledgeable, and inspirational because nuclear is the best we have. So, good morning again, and a welcome, special welcome today because it's still holiday from my home in Tuscany, Italy, where I will talk about nuclear energy and renewable energy in Italy. Stay tuned. Here, down there, here's my courtyard with very traditional, very antique, original frescoes. Probably 13th century, 14th century, around that. Now, have a look at these beautiful roofs with these beautiful tiles. How's that? And my question to you is, why don't we see solar panels? Why do we see beautiful tiles but no solar panels? Tiles yes, solar no. Not solar. No solar. Solare? Niente. No solar. Tiles? Yes, beautiful tiles. No solar. No solar, but tiles. Woody biomass? More than sufficient since 100-200 years. Italy, dark blue, is largely powered by gas, natural gas, imported gas, which makes energy in Italy one of the most expensive in the EU, but also relatively clean, actually much cleaner than Germany, which since the closure of nuclear power plants is burning coal. Yes, so why don't we see solar panels here? Why don't we see them? First of all, solar is prohibited in historic centers, in historic towns, and most of the towns in Italy are pretty historic, I can tell you. And Italy doesn't have the money to invest in the enormous grid expansion that is needed if you would want to install solar parks here. It's not happening. The money is not there. It is inefficient. Italians are not going to do it. And there is no wind either. When there is wind, it's pretty heavy, I can guarantee you, storms and all that, but can't use it. So, windmills in Italy, forget it. So why? That's interesting. Why you see actually light blue, take a good look, light blue, yes, that's renewables in Italy. And you see already since 1990, there is not a lot, but there's renewables. What is that? Geothermal, my friends. Yes, because the Earth's crust in Italy is extremely thin. Earthquakes, volcanoes and all that. There is some geothermal in Tuscany, but there's not a lot. And the capacity, the production is the same since 100 years or so. Why? Same as for solar and wind, the energy density of geothermal is extremely low. And again, you need grids, huge grid expansion to bring the geothermal energy where and when it is needed. So it's not expanding, it's stable. So apparently it might have some local economic advantages, but for the big picture, it's basically nothing. So like Sweden, Finland and the Baltics, Italy is basically realizing its renewables targets with biomass. Biomass chains are existing here since hundreds of years, and you can buy plenty of wood pellets here, subsidized, very cheap, actually compete with gas biomass. So basically, the renewables targets, the renewable energy policy in the EU basically promotes the use of biomass. And actually you can see here, if you take a look, it's biomass, it's wood, it's everywhere. So these chains are existing since 100+ years, and it is so simple. It is so simple to expand the use of biomass. But Biomass burns much faster than it grows, so there's nothing sustainable about biomass. So the renewable energy targets, the sustainable energy targets in Italy and in many other EU member states are not realized in a sustainable way. So, shall we do? With founding father Enrico Fermi, yes, Italy once was a leader in nuclear technology. It had 4 running modern nuclear power plants and a fantastic innovative supply chain. That all changed after Chernobyl. But now the good news. The new government headed by Giorgia Meloni is, yes, going to build nuclear power plants again, like France, Sweden and 16 other EU member states. How great is that? Yes, it is great. It makes me so happy. Cheers. So, with today's Italian nuclear teaching, I take great pride in reiterating my famous pitch. Save the planet, build nuclear power plants, the more, the faster, the better. It's not an opinion, it is science. Ignore the rumor in the streets, it's Italy. Cheers. Oh, the grapes are fine.